Hi, my darlings. Hi, my loves. It's your girl, Queen Lisa. Okay. I had to make sure y'all can hear me on my other phone. Because every time I record on this phone, it always be a type of mishap to where y'all can't hear me. But again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat. If you do like the content that I share with you all today, please make sure you comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And without further ado, we're gonna jump into this energy. Let me cleanse the energy real quick. But child, I'm finna fight. I'm finna fight. Me and Lingering Larry, oh, we finna fight, bro. We finna fight. I'm finna fight for all spiritual humanity for real. Cause at this point, this mother sucker here is working me. You heard me? I mean working me. Because I mean every time I turn around, he is on everybody page, everybody table, and everybody short. This motherfucker here just crying out for me, Mario ass nigga. Like this motherfucker he refused to accept defeat. This motherfucker do not want to yield. This motherfucker do not want to be like, yeah, I fucked up. Like this motherfucker literally is gonna take it to the end of the road. You heard me? The end of the road till they can't let go. You heard me? And that's what their problem is. That's why they suffering the way they suffering because they can't let the shit go. They can't let go of this lifestyle. They can't let go of you. They can't let go of energy harvesting. They can't let go of their demonic behavior. It has just consumed them to where they're not even themselves no more. They are not even aware of what it is that they're doing. They're not themselves. They have allowed entities to run rampant within their temple for so long that they have been excluded or pushed out of their own body. So they're like a lost soul trapped in between. You feel me? Because they, you know what I'm saying, open themselves up to the wrong entity and they got pushed out and they're not able to get back in. And so that's why they crying out so hard and on the outside trying to get in because they feel like if they attach themselves to you in the spiritual realm, you can help them get back into their body. What the hell is going on, my God, on today? Never in my life heard no shit like this before. Never even spoke on no shit like this before. Child, what is we finna get into? That's all I want to know. What the fuck is we finna get into? Hell yeah, let me cleanse this motherfucking energy. Child. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I keep trying to pick up this deck, but I need this deck right here. Hold on, y'all. Make sure that this deck is reset. All right, y'all. Trying to slip back in reverse again, bro. But anyway, we're gonna jump into this energy. We got Lingering Larry, front and center, Mr. King of Cups. I heard Pisces. That's why I stuttered. I didn't want to say Pisces because I don't want to put this motherfucker in my boat. But damn, bro, he making Pisces look bad right now. This motherfucker, boy, this motherfucker want a new passionate beginning with you by any means necessary, and that's just what he needs by any means necessary. Hi, my darlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing well, my loves. I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well as well. But yes, honey, this little sad sack of shit coming up in here won't he just won't they just want to fucking dick you down, dick you down, dick you down, dick you down. You heard me. They don't want to do nothing but lay their burdens down at your feet like you are their savior. They view you as their savior. That's why they keep coming to you for saving. But they don't want to be saved. They just want their diaper changed. Don't save them. He don't want to be saved. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Boy, get the fuck out of Dodge. Boy, this motherfucker crazy here, bro. Yeah. They mad because you don't want them and you ain't giving to them. No matter how hard they try to team up against you with their Legion of Doom and they with their cult buddies and shit, the fact remains you don't fucking want them. And they know it. You do not want this person and they know it. So that's why they trying to simp for you and make it look like they just so into you and so thirsty for you and nobody can quench their thirst like you and it's just you and you and you. It ain't you, it's your money. Your money. Cause they money funny and your shit ain't honey. Your shit is flourishing. It's just, overflowing. You feel me? It's like you got a money tree in your backyard. You just walk outside and pick $100,000 off that bitch every day. You feel me? And they want to be a part of the pickings. They want to go pick off your money tree. You see this little one right here. They want you to crown them and place them on a pedestal where they don't belong. They want you to put them in an environment which they aren't spiritually equipped to even to exist in. They can't even exist in the spiritual on the spiritual frequency in which you exist, much less you trying to bring them along as a tag along. You are diminishing and depleting and tainting your spiritual energetic field with letting this motherfucker tag along. Yeah, this motherfucker's a lost little puppy, a little kid, little puppy dog, lost. This person has deep childhood traumas, like they stuck as a child. They stuck in a child's place. They in a grown. They body grew, but they didn't. Yeah, four swords here. They have no rest. They stay doing wicked ass shit because they can't grow the fuck up because they don't know how to move past this hindrance. They don't know how to move past what attacked them and attached to them. They couldn't shake that shit. That shit overtook them in the worst way. Yeah. That shit did. The big one on that one right there. Him right there. Him right there hurt. Him right there is hurt, baby. They don't know what to do. You was the only piece of goodness. I'm hearing glory, sanctified energy that they have encountered in their life. They haven't even encountered this type of energy from their own mammy. They don't even know what this is. That's why they looking at you like you weird, or they try to, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, blackball you in their realm because you don't fit in. It's like, who the fuck trying to fit in where you at? You feel what I'm saying? They trying to get in where they fit in with you, but mad because you ain't trying to get in where you fit in with them. Yeah, you need to take a step back from this person. You need to bad back. You need to wave the white flag on the play, time out, something. You need to get away from around this motherfucker here. But this person is going through it. You got the light. This sudden change, shocking news. They is going through it. What is this sudden change? What is this shocking news? Yeah, that they played out. They washed up. That's the reality. They being sat down with the facts of their reality, with the truth of their reality, with the truth of the matter for what matters to them, which is them. They put all shit before themselves. They went and tried to obtain all this mundane, pointless things that don't matter, trying to involve themselves in things that don't matter, keep them plugged into things that don't matter and disregarded the things that matter, including themselves. And that's why they are lacking, why they're so deficient as a whole. And then they want to sit here and enamor you because of your growth, when I'm not to take no glory from you, baby, but what you did was a choice. That was the light work of it all. The choice. You chose you over this world. They chose the world over them. So that's where they fucked up. That's where they made light of the light work and got too light and got swept away in this bullshit that they got themselves into. Yeah, they always thought they had a way out. They always thought they had time. They always thought they had the time to figure out how to get out. Didn't realize how deep they was getting in. Disregarded the warnings when mother was trying to pull them out when it was just diving head first into the 3 feet deep end. Like, hey, bro, you gonna break your neck off in that hole. You better stop jumping in that shallow end. It ain't as deep as you think. That's still waters over there. There's real shallow waters over there. You better stay out them shallow waters before you fuck around and drown. And they didn't believe it. But your ascension, is hitting them hard, because the reality that's setting in is that they would never be able to get you back. That's what they can't let go. That's why they can't get out these spiritual streets. That's why they can't get off the tables. That's why they keep bouncing from reader to reader to see who you gonna see who you watching, see how the message is gonna get back to you, because they have been spiritually blocked from directly contacting you. So they crying out through other readers, trying to get to you, trying to get this message across that they need you, because they stuck in the between. They have been evicted out of their own body. They're not themselves. That's why they seem foreign unto you now. They seem unknown. You don't know who this person is no more, because their spirit, their soul is gone. And all you see is them entities. You hear what they saying out their mouth. You hear them verbally fighting. But spiritually, the fight is over. They lost this spiritual battle with all these entities that they were involving in their life, and they allowed access to them. They lost that battle, and the entities have won. And now they just dragging his ass out until they deplete his soul and it becomes useless. And then he's gonna be lost in the land of the lost. Like what movie was that? The Book of the Dead or something like that. With them wood figures out there in Mexico and shit like that. And they went through the process of the underworld, and how when you first get there, you go through check-in, you meet your family, and then how it progresses on throughout the eons, or however long it takes for whoever is still living to forget about you. It was a particular scene in there where the little young boy and his granddaddy went to go see one of his granddaddy friends so he could get a guitar for the little boy, but the old man was being forgotten. You can see his soul, his all spark dying out. You feel what I'm saying? And he asked the grandfather to play his favorite song before he was to transition into the land of the forgotten. And then once dissipate in the land of forgotten, then your energy is thrown back into the eons, the ethers, the cosmic universe, whatever you want to call it, and it's regenerated into another soul, and the soul is being reborn. But this person is going to have to go through all those levels, because again, they put felt that faith in man and not in God. They never went within, so they're always going to go without, to the point where their soul is going to have to fully disintegrate before it can be reborn. And it's sad, but when you live your life like this on a whim, because you refuse to get over hurt, you chose to use it as a crutch. You chose to use it as a leg up when it was a leg down. It was that damn crutch was stuffing their ass down to the bottom of that motherfucking barrel, beating their ass in the top of the head all the way down to the bottom. I mean, beating his soul down to the bottom of that damn soulless barrel, to where his soul imprinted in that bitch. Like he's stuck in that damn barrel. Nobody but God could reach down and pull that motherfucker out. You can't even do shit. You can't even help this person at this point. That's how far gone this person has gotten outside of themselves, beyond themselves. When you were in this person's life and you were pouring into them spiritually, you were trying to help clean them up spiritually, and they refused to meet you where you was at to complete the job because they thought you was gonna do it all the way. That's where all this regret is coming from. That's where all this sad singing and low swinging energy is coming from. They regret that they didn't listen to you when you tried to feed their soul, when you tried to clean them up, when you tried to give them the wisdom and knowledge that they needed to get started, to continue to obtain the knowledge that they needed, and the tool, and get develop the skill, be gifted the tools to successfully reclaim their soul and get their life on track and get themselves back together. But they refused that because that was too much work. Yeah, and they try to make everybody around them feel like they wasn't good enough, including you. And now all they can reminisce that's all they can reminisce about is how they made everyone feel less than them, because they refuse to acknowledge themselves. They refuse to acknowledge that everybody that they went around, that they made feel inferior and insignificant and little, was because that's just how they felt about themselves. They went around treating everyone else how they really felt about themselves. And now they're being sat down in the middle of all this shit that they created. They're sitting in the eye of this shitstorm that they done created throughout their whole entire life. And now they have to be the only one in the midst of this storm. This diabolical shitstorm that they have conjured up, they're going to be the only ones that's going to be taken out by it. It has affected others for so long to the point where God is putting him right directly in the middle of all the shit he has started. And he is going to suffer the rest of his days long for all of this. He is the one that's going to pay the ultimate price. Because I mean, this person has done some deep, dark, demonic setup, take your ass out, taking life pointlessly, aimlessly, for no reason, in secret. Like this man was a cleanup man. You called this person when you needed somebody out the way. All that shit got him put directly in the path of this storm of his storm that he was creating, to this storm of destruction that he created to create destruction in everyone's life. Now he's been put in the middle of the shit. Fuck being put on the path of the storm. He's being put in the middle of the storm, not the midst, but the middle. And when this storm has fully devoured him, then it will self-destruct. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as he dissipates, so does the storm. And when he ends, so will the storm end. It's like he's put himself in a situation to where he can no longer coexist in this realm with all the hurt and the pain he's caused. I mean, he put himself just out there. He passed time out. He passed the time out stage. He's past the time out stage, baby. Yeah, it's time for truth, clarity, and revelation. Yeah. And you need to use your power to protect you from this shit. Because everybody who's received damage from this storm, who he has connected to this storm, directly, indirectly, oh, trust and believe he gonna pull on you. He gonna pull on your energy until those cords have been those cords have been severed. Those ties has been the ties have been severed and the cords have been broken. Yeah, that's how. I don't know why I was meant to say it in that order, but yeah. But the people who he has caused this detriment to will now be able to breathe, finally wake up and breathe breath again. The world can breathe better without this person being in existence. That's sad as hell. And the reason why this person wants to attack you so hard, because now you finally choosing you over them, and you don't want to help them no more. And it's not even the sole fact that you don't want to, you can't. Not to diminish your spiritual ability, but that's not your place. That's the Lord's place, because this person has removed himself outside of all the angelic support that God has put around this person for him to turn around his. I mean, this man has had so many turnarounds, that shit crazy as hell. And he refused every single last one of them. So now God moved everybody out the way and said, now it's my turn. Now he gonna have to battle God one-on-one. Yeah, he gonna have to give God his guts. He gonna have to battle God one-on-one. Yeah. And all these secret competitions and shit, he tried to keep you in with other women. This motherfucking narcissistic charm that he tried to use to make you back off your boundaries, to slow your boundaries down, or slow you down, break your barriers, break you down. You know what I'm saying? All that he motherfucking done did in the midst of all that. Honey, if you ever see this man number come across your phone again, you'll probably throw the whole phone in the trash. You'll probably throw the whole phone in the trash, because he's looking for that unconditional love, that forgiveness, that open door, that do drop in energy. He's just waiting for you to welcome him home. Like, yeah, I know my baby. I know I got a home. My baby gonna welcome me home, no matter how down bad I am. No matter, you know what I'm saying, my circumstances. No matter how bad off I am, my baby always gonna try to clean me up, wash me off, whatever. Do something. You gonna try to do something to save this whole. And it's just like, nah, you not. And now this motherfucker want to like you, want to flirt with you, want to date with you. It's nothing but a motherfucking trap. That he want to do all that and bait your ass in so you can pick him up and wash him off, clean him off like a little baby who done damn boo-booed on themselves, and the shit done went up the back. So you got to douse their ass in the motherfucking bathtub and boil their ass for about 15 minutes, and then clean them on up and send them on about their way, pat them on the ass, give them a bottle, let them take a nap, you know what I'm saying, and then boom. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what he was gonna do. Run off on your ass like he did every other time before. And go enjoy this happiness that you filled him in with, all everything that you poured into him. He gonna go give that shit out to everybody else. He gonna go launch that shit out again. Yeah. Thinking he can make it better. Thinking he can enhance it. Thinking he can do, you know what I'm saying, wield your energy better than you. He just need a little bit more. He just need one more time to get it right. I just need one more time. I just need one more dose. I need one more hit. I need one more fill up. And I think I finally got it down pat. I think I'll be able to wield this to my benefit for a long time. That's why you gotta stay, keep it moving, keep it hot and moving silence around motherfucker. Motherfucker be trying to figure you out, trying to get the blueprint to you, trying to do you better than you, trying to show you you ain't shit. They can steal your plan, steal your life, and live it better than you and do it better than you, and show you that you was the flunky. Show you that God mischose when He gave you this mission. They trying to come in and take your mission and do your mission on their terms and conditions, not knowing the requirements to be even assigned this type of mission. Mm-mm. Yeah. See, they like to gamble. They like to gamble with their life. They like to gamble with other people's lives. They like to gamble with other people's energy. They play too fucking much. They play too fucking much. And that one-sided, self-absorbed, narcissistic, love bombing energy, that nigga gonna rot in that energy. Now, I'm telling you. Now he wanna just be so sad and I'm missing, yearning for your love, unsure their future. Yeah, they unsure their future because they don't know what the fuck they gonna do without you. And they should have thought about that when they was busy fucking you over and putting you in situations that you didn't deserve to be in. Give me one more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, now that you got that money and you manifesting exactly what you want, and you showing gratitude and you just blissfully happy, living your best fucking life. Now they want to come back with this mask and gaslight your ass like, oh, they didn't change too because you didn't change. And you ain't doing nothing but mirroring back to them just what they giving to you. You being fake to them like they was being fake to you. And now they stuck with the memory of you. They stuck with the pictures of y'all or whatever memories y'all got that y'all got that this person have of y'all relationship, whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck they got in remembrance of you, that's what they using to reminisce about you. Could be using it to do spell work for some of y'all. But yeah, this motherfucker stupid. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you cut all that shit out. You said, bitch, the cards is in my hand. I'm in control of this shit here. You thought you was putting a fucking love spell on me, ho? I am the love spell, bitch. I am the love spell, bitch. That's why you can't get away. That's why you can't let go. That's why you so addicted. That's why my love, it's like your divine love is a drug to them and they want to abuse it. And it's not gonna happen. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna fucking happen. What the fuck? Yeah, they thought they was gonna balance their life out with you and their crew. They were gonna take from you and give to their motherfucking crew. Yeah, and they wanted to be held as the Almighty, looked as the Almighty. Cause they wielding somebody else's energy. Who the fuck is this stupid ass person here? Yeah, see, they spread wide and thin. They got their hands in everybody motherfucking pot. They pulling from everybody that they attached to, everybody and everything. Anybody who let them plug in, they taking from them. They taking. It's like having your location on your phone. You feel me? And forget to turn that bitch off and wondering why your phone can't stay charged no more than 30 seconds and it take 10,000 hours for that bitch to charge the fuck back up. Yeah. Yeah. Got death in reverse. Yeah, this person is trying to avoid the inevitable. They don't want this come down. But that's the truth. See, that sword is down. That shit is down. It's not even down. It's like a double-handed sword, like this. Like they can't stab this way, they can't stab it that way. It's a double-edged sword, so it's either front or back, but they can't wield the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if they go forward, they're gonna cut themselves off. I mean, if they push it forward, They cutting you off. They cutting down. They chopping down motherfuckers. And then when they pull that shit back, it's cutting their ass down. But they got that shit up in avoidance of, say, well, if I stop hurting motherfuckers and I stop hurting myself, maybe I can get some truth and some clarity. Maybe I can get somewhere. It's like, nah, bitch, you ain't getting nowhere. But sat the fuck down. The shit is over with. Your run is over with. You're through. You made it to the end. Your race is over with. You had the opportunity to join a marathon, triathlon, be a triathlete. No. You want to put an I in team. And so now you're going to suffer this shit by yourself. Yeah. Yeah. For one, son, one, see. They still in that give me my gots type shit, like take care of me, change my diaper. I need to be parented, but don't want to be parented, don't want to be told what the fuck to do, but want you to be in place of a parent. Like they want you to be one of them parents that got them disrespectful ass grown ass kids still living in their house, still dependent upon them, they taking care of them, and they still acting like a fucking teenager in heat. All that back talking shit, being disrespectful and wanting to be forgiven. I'm just a child. You're my mother. You're my parent. Who else am I supposed to do this to? Nobody. You're not supposed to be doing it at all, stupid dumb motherfucker. That's the whole point. Yeah, this is their history. This is what they used to. Crying their way out of some shit, being spoiled, being a fucking dumbass brat. Nobody never checked this hoe. Nobody whooped the shit out this hoe. This motherfucker ain't never been slapped at full speed before. This motherfucker being overly protected and sheltered. That's why when they go outside, they feel like everybody owe them something. Because that sheltered life. They want to go outside and be this fake ass gangster shit, but they ain't no real ass gangster. They ain't never experienced life. They ain't even experienced life to claim that title. Like they doing this shit for no reason. They doing this shit to try to make a name for themselves. They doing this shit to try to fill voids and insecurities and shortcomings and shit. They don't have a reason for being like that, embodying that energy. That's why that shit backfiring and fucking their ass up the way that is doing. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. That's why the bitch can't never keep no money, because they stay flexing like they got the money. That fake flexing shit finally catching up to their ass. They ain't got shit to fake flex on no more. Yeah. And it was turning that motherfucker scrawny. That motherfucker losing all his motherfucking weight. Neck long, head big, looking like a fucking teardrop. Shoulders just bony, like if the wind blow too hard, it break a collarbone or some shit. Motherfucker ain't got no substance, no protection barrier, no protection layer, nothing. All them souls that they sent to meet their maker, all the souls that they lived by, they finna die by 'em. All them swords of deception, they finna die by 'em. Yep, 5 of Wands, drama and chaos. And it's gonna be the same drama and chaos that they refused to heal as a child. It's the same drama and chaos that's gonna take them out. That's that overtaking energy. That's that consumption energy. That's the energy that I was talking about that consumed him. Yeah. Why he having this out of body experience, like he real life living a double life. Like he see himself outside himself. He's waking up every day having this spiritual out of body experience coinciding along having a physical body experience. So he's living his spiritual life outside of his body, and he's seeing his physical body being controlled by energies and entities, and he's just torn in between the two because he can't get back into his fucking body to fix what the fuck he messed up, to clean up house, to release those demons that he thought he had time enough to release whenever the fuck he got ready. Not knowing that the longer he held on to them demons, the weaker he was becoming, to the point where it was going to get to this. He was never going to be able to regain control of his body. Yeah. It's like that MK Ultra shit. Yeah, he has been overtaken by the covering that he took them oaths to. Yeah, 3 of Cups, that coven that he worked with, that gave him all that false ass fame, glory, or whatever the fuck he was glorifying. All that shit he got on a whim. He paying the price for that shit now. Now he want to grow up after he realized the damage that he has done, but it's unreversible. He can't undo this damage. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and he ain't in control. And it's damage that ain't finna fucking that he cannot. He won't be able to rectify this in his lifetime. He didn't let that shit go too far for too long. Here we go with the Bible thumpers. I mean, damn, find you something else to do. Nobody invited you over here. If this is what you think about this, why is you here? Why is you watching this type of shit? Fake ass. Fake as hell. Up in here watching some shit, calling yourself a prophetess. You going to hell with the church you fucking standing beside. Child, I cannot. I wouldn't want to come up in here with that Bible thumping ass shit. What the fuck you over here for then? That's why I don't understand. How do these quote unquote Christians, these prophetess, these fucking pastors, these evangelists, all these high profile, high collared ass, high position having ass people in the pulpit, how they always make their way over here? That's all I'm trying to figure out. If it's so demonic, how do you always make your way over here to this side of divination? Oh, all right, then we're gonna continue. So again, like I said, this person wants to leave this lifestyle behind, but it's a little too late. He wants this stability, this celestial stability. It's like he wants to obtain celestial knowledge to get stability. He understands the name to the game now, but it's too late because he done marked his soul. He marked his soul in a way to where he will not be trusted with this celestial knowledge that he's thirsty for now. Yeah, none of this shit will be bestowed upon him. He will not have access to this shit because it's going to be wielded in the wrong way. He's going to get the wrong idea to do the wrong thing. He's going to cause so much upheaval, so much calamity in the world with wielding the energy in the way he wants to wield it. That's why you have to, take the Bible from people who have mental illnesses and people who go through psychotic spells and shit like that, because they will weaponize the Bible to try to justify their demonic behavior. And again, as I've expressed before, when you go to church, there is two churches going on at the same time: the church of the Lord and the church of the devil. Which one are you attending? Because you can't attend both. You can't serve two masters. When you try to do that, that's when you have these contradicting assholes like the ones I just took out this chat come in and try to stand on some shit that they ain't even living by. Because if you was living your life and you stood on them principalities and you stood on what you stood on and you believed it so hard, how are you making it to this side of YouTube? How is this type of information even coming down your timeline if you have not specifically searched for it? That's how you know people is dibbling and dabbling and are not who they say they are spiritually and not grounded in the word of the Lord like they claim to be, and just pushing a specific indoctrination because they have been brainwashed and indoctrinated themselves. A hurt dog gonna always holler. The truth does not have to be defended. Ignorance and lies does. That's why they try so hard to call themselves prophesying and preaching and denouncing and putting that shit on your ass. They try to confuse your ass because you on the right path, because you are exposing just who the fuck they are. But they want to hide behind the Lord and use God as a covering when they don't even love God. They don't even love the Lord. They don't even love God. They don't even like God. They don't even like church. They don't even like the religion that they claiming to be a part of. They don't like none of it. That's why they over here secretly watching us. And when they hear something they don't like, that's when they jump in the comments and start popping that shit. Start. That's not my fault. You backsliding. You serve God one way in public and serve God another way in private. It's not my fault that God don't stomp your motherfucking toes out because you over here seeking, you feel me? Seeking and salting and shit, and you found some shit you ain't like. You heard some shit you ain't like. Yeah. But see, back to this person here, I don't even know what success. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some more on this 6 of Wands. What's this 6 of Wands, Holy Spirit? It's like they feel like they will be successful. They can find some type of success if they can find a way, excuse me, to get away. Yeah, they feel like they have a new chance at life. They have a new chance with this cycle that they're experiencing. Yeah, you got Eight of Swords. I mean, this person is stressing. They stressing on trying to find a way out of this shit. But like I said, I do not see a way out of this without having a soulful death. Like they're gonna go through a soul death. This is past just a spiritual death and have a spiritual awakening. Like, no, they whole soul, that shit finna go out and go back into the ethers and be regenerated and be reborn that way. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like this person is going to be able to redeem themselves in this lifetime. They have messed up their soul so bad to where it has no choice but to, like, dissipate. I know people have said souls don't die, but this person has had a soulful death. That's what I keep hearing. This person is having a soul death. They're perishing on a soul level. Like in this in between stage, I mean, they're finding peace. They're making peace with what they did. They're having to accept it, take accountability and responsibility, and that's the only way they'll be able to release themselves from this in between plane and be able to go up or down. And they're going straight down to the pits of hell, where their soul will, disintegrate. And when their soul is when their soul is regenerated, whenever that may be, it may not be a quick regeneration. It may take a while for this person. Because, I mean, this person was a fool with it. I mean, they was cutting the fuck up out here with this shit, just and blaming it on the drugs. This was a mindless individual. This person didn't think about the consequences of their actions. They just tried to find ways to avoid the consequences of their actions. And they got away with it for a very long time because of the friends they made on the other side. And they didn't think those friends on the other side would come and collect the way they collecting upon his ass. But this is a new definition. This is a new definition when it comes to taking it out your ass. They taking this man's soul. Your soul is mine to keep. That's what I just heard. Woo woo. Who is this? Yeah. See, the mighty trickster, the mighty tempter has fallen on their own blade. This person took their own motherfucking self out. My God, on today. Damn, it's damn. No, it ain't even in reverse. Not the swords in reverse. I mean, yeah. Everything coming out in reverse. Like, I mean, this person, they did not play no games, and God ain't playing no games with them with this ass whooping. Like, I mean, shoo. Yeah, because they were born a starseed. And what they allowed, they shouldn't have. This is a prime example of God will hold you accountable for what you do and do not know at certain ages and stages in your life. And if you choose to play with it, it's going to play with you. And that's what's happening with this person. That they're trying to find some type of happiness in the midst of it all. But they fucked that shit up on their own. Like, I mean, what the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? This person is about to fucking aggravate me. Once it's like they want a pity party. Every time I catch myself getting ready to feel pity, sorrow, empathy for this person, it just pisses me off because it's like, what the fuck for? What the fuck for, ho? You blocked your own fucking happiness because you chose to pick up. You chose to do this. This is what you chose. This is what this person chose to do. And they want somebody to have sympathy and empathy for them. Want somebody to come save them from themselves. You had plenty of time to save yourself, but you chose not to. Now you want to be mad because nobody don't want to save you from yourself. No, ain't nobody trying to go through that. Hell, don't nobody even want to go through shit on their own behalf, on the shit that they inflicted upon themselves, much less trying to go through some shit behind somebody else, trying to clean somebody else up. Shit. A bullshit. But that little baby said, a bullshit. The fuck? Yeah, don't nobody want this person. This person is down on they luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, nowhere to win. Child, no, ma'am. What is we even talking about? This person need to get a grip, and I mean right the fuck now, cause I mean this shit is this is diabolical. This is fucking diabolical. This is victim mentality on another level. Like I ain't never seen it like this. A motherfucker just dying. I mean dying, and all God is wanting him to do is acknowledge him, reverence him, respect him, honor him, and all that comes with doing that towards yourself. We are created in the divine's image. So once they start doing that amongst themselves, they will go within themselves in order to find the strength and the common fucking sense to even do it. So once you go in, you'll never go without. So this person chose never to tap into their own energy, never to go within themselves to figure themselves out, to see what, you know, what they was all about. They trying to figure everybody else out, figure out what everybody else is all about so they can join in on what somebody else is all about. And, you know, that's what it's all about. And it's like, what? Yeah, see, when you walked away from them, they knew you was not like the rest. You was a godly being. They recognized the God in you. Don't ever think they didn't, because they fucking did. I'm hearing that song by Mary Mary. It's the God in me, yeah. They seen God in you. They ain't never seen God before. They ain't never met him. They met him through you. I tell you that. That's a lasting imprint. And I'm hearing that girl say, yuck, yuck, yuck. That was making him yuck you, because he was seeing God through you. He didn't want to see God. He wanted to evade God because he didn't believe God was real, because God allowed him to be hurt that way. You want to take your anger out, your hurt and your pain out on the Most High, because God allowed you to go through something traumatic, but you never stopped to think why. You never went within, so you wouldn't go without. He didn't go within, so he went without the knowledge and understanding of why he was chosen to go through that particular trauma, to withstand that particular battle. Because what he missed in the midst of it all, he survived. He survived this. Whoever did it and whatever they did, he survived. God only gives his strongest battles to his heavy hitters. So the very same way he was smiting God, God was showing him love. God was like, son, I love you. And I'm trying to wake you up as to who I created you to be. So you can complete the assignment you chose when you chose to be reincarnated here. They dropped out of school before school even started. Dang, boy. Yeah, and chose to work with this coven. They chose the road that hurt the less. And now they can't stop the hurt. Ooh. I know I'm about tired of talking about this hoe though. I'll tell you that. All these trials and tribulations and down on my look ass shit, boy. Shit. See, that's what happens when you leave your mind open to be an idle playground for the devil. He gonna play. He gonna play a little bit too much. And when you get to that too much point, it's already too late. Yeah, see, he found his happiness within the wrong motherfucking maker. He chose to be in this world instead of this world. because he got access to information, shit that worked beyond his comprehension and understanding, but he just knew it was out of this particular realm. It wasn't in this realm, it was in another realm, and he felt special because he had access to another realm's magic and chose detriment when using that magic. And now that detriment is falling back on his ass. Now he want to be saved. Now he feels the energy of his fucking victims. He can't take it. It's giving me that damn Tales from the Hood ass scene, very beginning scene, Hakeem from fucking Moesha when he was in there and they took him to that reprogramming facility and he had to meet all the people. He had to re-encounter all the people who he sent to meet their motherfucker making and shit. That's what I'm getting. That's the justice. That's the what you call it, purgatory. Yeah, that's the purgatory that this person is experiencing. Yeah, that's this person's purgatory, being haunted by his victims, feeling their feelings, thinking their thoughts, being forced to answer their unanswered questions and shit, feeling their sorrow, feeling their pain, seeing the innocence on these people who they took their lives, who the lives that they took. Like he's seeing all the shit that he overlooked and shit. He just, you know what I'm saying, went dumb over and just said fuck all that. I don't care about none of them. Taking your ass out. Boom. Women, children, all. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Not this person hurt a child. I'm not gonna keep saying all this. I know these. I'm not gonna keep saying all this because this is disturbing my soul. It ain't disturbing my soul. It's disturbing my peace. And I ain't come here for that. You're not about to disturb me with your low down vibration of dark, dim, grim ass. I'm finna help get your ass off my damn table. I'm through with this shit. Yeah, and see, you was this person's justice. You was this person's justice. You tried to get this person to act right. You put your sword up. You whooped the little ass, and in the process, this person didn't listen. They didn't take you serious. They took you as a trick and a joke because at the end of the day, they still got what they came for, which was your spiritual healing and cleansing. And see, now you are benefiting from this person being in purgatory because everything that they stole from you is being restored unto you. And everything they invested into you is being invested back into them. And it ain't but nothing but skull and bones energy over here. Skull and bones and Freddy Krueger and Jason and the whole motherfucking crew. Yep, them his new best friends, Twin. They like, Twin, where you been? We been waiting on you, bro. We kept the fire hot for your ass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now he truly fits in where he at. He ain't got to worry about trying to get in where he fit in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what you got? Yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. Yeah, he's losing his mind so bad in the state in which he's confined in. He want to give up. He want to choose the Lord now. Now he wants to be, return back to his purity, his innocence. He has none. He has none. He's giving it all the fucking way with the choices and decisions that he made along the way, bro. It's over with. It's over with. Just need to let the shit die. Let it go. Yeah, Page of Swords, they on the outside can't get in. You can't fool God with your treacherous ass. They're just trying to find a way to get the fuck back in the club. And they can't. Yeah, Two of Wands, you don't win yourself away. You don't win somewhere else. And your archangels and the Intergalactic Federation is blocking this motherfucker. Say, hey, this gate closed. You can't come over here. This gate is closed. You cannot come here. Access denied. Yeah, and judgment is being had. Karma is on that ass. And they feel the pressure. They feel the pressure. They can feel it in the motherfucking air. They can hear them saxophones getting louder and louder and louder. Yeah. And they want to say it's all because of you. Because you wouldn't help me, you let me die. Nah, bro. You did it to yourself, homie. You gonna have to eat that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. They thought they was gonna live their best life doing this shit. And they had their run, don't get me wrong, being a motherfucking Decepticon. But when they ran into you, oh baby, that was the end of their ass. That was the end of their motherfucking run when they ran into you. You heard me. All this fake flexing, false wealth, fake wealth, ain't got no money, but looking like money. Empty ass opportunities, ain't got shit going for them, ain't got shit coming or going. But they want to keep sitting up in here looking like a nothing ass nothing, and just saying a bunch of nothing. And that's why they confused. Like, why ain't nobody going for what I'm saying? I thought everybody was just here for the clout, here for whatever sound good, whatever look good. Now, motherfucker, they fucking with you, exposed them spiritually to the point where it turned off everybody around. Mm, bless me. It turned off everybody around them. Hey, my darlings, hi, my loves, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it turned off everybody around them. And nobody don't want to fuck with them. They heartbroken because you fucked up their emotion, bro. You stopped their train, bro. You stopped all that shit. You cut the water off. Ain't nothing flowing. Ain't nothing coming or going. I'm telling you, they fucked up when they fucked with you. Yeah, Six of Swords. You was the biggest, the largest. You ended that shit. You cut that shit off. You showed them who the fuck you was, and you moved the fuck on. Yeah, Page of Wands. Now, you know what I'm saying? You is revitalizing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you able to sit on your throne in peace, and you're having a good tower moment now. You feel what I'm saying? You're protected by the Galactical Federation and your archangels. And you will get this money. You will get this money. This motherfucker is trying to pose as you. Spirit, you're trying to pose as you to get to your money. Taking oaths and shit, trying to doppelganger in this doppelganger energy, trying to say they are you and they not you, and all this and all that, and fly. Like, it's too many lies, it's too much confusion, it's too many false scenarios being created. It's a lot of falsehoods. Nothing that's surrounding this motherfucker is real. Everything that's going on around this person, everything that they saying, everything they stand for is fake. Nothing is real. Nothing is standing on the truth. Everything is built upon a lie. That's why this motherfucker can't keep shit standing, can't keep shit going. Because they building their motherfucking house out of straw, I heard. Not even motherfucking straw and mud, just straight straw. That's why the quickest little breeze or whatever just take this person out. Just the smallest things take this person out. And they don't understand why. I don't understand why the fuck not. But I mean, again, when you dwell in this type of energy for an extended period of time, you develop a mental illness. You develop mental retardation. You feel what I'm saying? Mental retardation is nothing but a mental illness. When you reprogram your brain, that shit goes away. When you program your brain to dwell in that type of energy, it gets worse. It makes the recovery harder. Sometimes damn near impossible, depending on how long you dwell in that fucking energy. I don't know what the fuck be wrong with these people, but I cannot fuck these damn. All I know is next time I click on here, I just pray to the Most High that this motherfucker is gone. I want to talk about something and somebody the fuck else, cause I mean, damn. Whew. Child, let me go on, child. These are the messages that I have for you all today, my darlings, my loves. And until next time, my darlings, peace.